Hello, I'm Luspida, the self-proclaimed worst mage player of every game I play. For the past month, I've played the WoW Season of Discovery every day, 24 hours per day, and I had the greatest moments of all my WoW time while playing it. But even if it was awesome and all, every month there's a major event that always happens that stops my gaming experience. Game time. So after my game time expired, I've decided to finally leave my room after an entire month to see the world again. I took a shower, ate some food, and I even touched the grass.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go! The fuck?
But the worst part of this experience was when I've decided to meet my real-life friends. Yeah, I know. A true gamer doesn't have friends, I know. I swear I'll be a better sweaty gamer from now on, I assure you. Just hear me out, okay? And I say worst, not just because I moved out from my ultra gamer room just to meet them, but because while I was playing video games, they were living a real life. And now most of them have a GF and are living happy lives together, traveling around the world, going to the gym, and some are employed. Can you believe that? A real job. Oh my god. But even being a strange experience, it touched my heart somehow, and I've started to think to myself, all my friends are living happy lives, enjoying all the good things the world has to offer. Was it worth it, Luspida? Spending all this time just playing video games, alone, without any social interactions, and become a fully geared fire mage and proud paladin in Season of Discovery, stomping everyone that was in your way in PvP without remorse? Yes. So I've started to look after a new game to play since I'm a poor boy, yes I said it, to spend another 300 hours. I've tried Minecraft with some mods and even opened a Minecraft server to play with my friends. And I enjoyed it for 1 week. Something wasn't getting me. I was feeling that I was playing a meaningless game. I joined the server, crafted my mage gear, enchanted it, and killed zombies? It just felt wrong. I played a lot of Little Company with my friends and it was really good actually. I've enjoyed a lot, but at some point you already know how to avoid all the monsters and everything you need to do to not die. So at some point we just stopped playing. Not because it was bad, just stopped. And after a long time looking for answers to my gaming loneliness, something just clicked. Skyrim. The first time I've played Skyrim was in 2016 and the last time I've played was 2019. When I looked at the game, I remembered that I've got a special edition for free back in the day, but I could never play it because back in the day my PC was really bad and now my PC is quite decent. And then I remembered that Skyrim had the Mage storyline inside the game, but I really didn't remember how it was. And this feeling, this curiosity to see the storyline that Skyrim had to mages was already enough to make me excited to play it again. So I tried it out and... this one, just ignore this one please. After getting out of my gaming room interacting with human beings, I finally found it. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready, because what you're about to witness is the complete experience of being a mage in Skyrim. So, to start our adventure, we need to start at the very beginning, being a prisoner at the Helgen sequence. And I know this is quite anticlimactic, but as a big storytelling enjoyer, I need to mention it. Recently, I saw a video from this guy called Duke of Wales, where he dissected in a almost 3-hour long video his narrative critique of Skyrim. And this video is so amazing. It's really a piece of art. And when he describes the Helgen scene, he described perfectly what I felt when I started this game after 3 years without playing it. So if you are just like me, a storytelling enjoyer, and you like learning about storytelling in games and everything, please give this video a chance. But even if I love the Helgen sequence as a storytelling part, in this video I'll not focus all that much on it because the focus is on the Mage storyline. So the Helgen sequence goes something like this. You are a prisoner sentenced to death, and by a miracle, which by the way is quite ironic, the Eater of all worlds, Alduin, is the one who saves you from death. And of course I choose Hadvar, because fuck Raylaf the deserter. I went to the Guardian Stones, I took the Mage Stone.
Mage, eh? Well, to each his own. It's not for me to judge.
Went directly to Whiterun, helped Adriani at the blacksmith workshop, and then I went directly to talk with my homemate, Bjorn, to ride me directly to Winterhold. So I tried to cross the bridge to the College of Winterhold, however, Balrauda interrupted me.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. Fear spell has saved the life of many an illusion mage. If you could cast it on the seal here on the ground, that would prove your skill.
Which, of course, I will accept. I passed the test and went to talk directly to Mirabelle, the master wizard of the college.
Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately.
She showed me where I can rest and said me that Ulfdir is already addressing the new apprentices. I went to the class and we can already see that the students are annoying.
Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
And Tolfdir asked me to help him at the very first lesson, and the only one by the way, which is casting a ward spell.
Excellent work. Several of yours. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please.
And say that we should meet under Starfall in a few hours. However, of course it wouldn't be that easy to get there. Of course I would meet some enemies, and...
I'm not kidding. I'll hurt you. No more. I yield. I yield.
it didn't went well. So I tried another route, which was actually easier to pass through, and then we could start our exploration.
All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
And since we helped him at the very first lesson, he asked us to find Arniogain, one of the other teachers that are already waiting for us to help in Starfall, which is quite nice. It shows that we made a very good first impression. So we met him and he asked us to help him gathering some amulets.
You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything.
And after gathering the last amulet, of course something needed to happen.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right?
Oh my god, Topdir, help me. I'm stuck.
Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it? Do you see that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. It must be connected to the amulet. I wonder what that might spell to.
We cast the spell on the wall and it breaks, revealing us a secret passage here in the chamber. We walked a little bit and something happens.
Hold, Mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, Mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
So we met someone from the Psijic Order, which I don't know who they are, so I asked Tolfdir about it.
They were a group of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive. No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place.
After that, we explored this room a little bit more, and Draugrs revealed themselves to us, so we needed to repel them. After repelling them, Tolfdir sent us to explore deeper inside these coffins that we just discovered, all by our own. Exactly, a student in the very first day of the college sent alone to explore this new mystery that's happening. I think this is a quite safe decision, for sure. And exploring these ruins wasn't a really easy task. task. These Draugrs hit really hard, especially with this gear that I'm using, which provide me no armor. But at the end I've managed to defeat them, solve some puzzles, and then met with Tofdir again at the very end of these ruins. And after opening a door, we can already see by the distance that something really strange is happening under Sorrowfall.
Well now, would you look at that? I never imagined we'd find something like this. What was that? Nothing seems to work. Keep it busy. I'll try to train some of it.
So we discovered this flying sphere that we don't know anything about, and Tofdir tells us to report to Savos Aren, the Archmage of the college, about our new discovery. We then report to Savos, which thanks us for reporting. He rewards us with a new necklace and tells us that Urag, the librarian of the college, would be very helpful to advance our research.
Speak with Urag in the Arcanium. See if he's aware of anything that matches your discovery.
But before meeting him, okay, I needed to do this. I went to the Archmage's quarter and I stole the Archmage robes and the Frost Arthronox staff. I know, these items could be a little bit OP right at this beginning, but the Archmage went out, I stole them. Not my problem, okay? Not my problem. So we met Urag at the Arcanium, and he says that he had some books that could help, but a old student stole them and ran off to Felglow Keep to join some summoner's cult or something like that. And then he says that if we want his help, we should first recover his books. However, before hopping to Felglow Keep, I thought to myself, there will probably be a lot of enemies since it's a place that cultists are living, so it might be dangerous to go alone. So I chose one of my classmates to help me in this adventure. That way, we both improve in our mastery of the arcane arts. And for that, I chose Berlina to help me in this adventure. However, to get her as a follower, you need to help her practicing some spells.
Now, are you ready to try again? I am confident it will work this time. This will be worth it. Okay, now don't move at all. That isn't right. Just wait. I can fix this.
More about dragon sight.
Oh no, that's not. Let me try again.
You have any idea?
This really isn't turning out the way. I'll get it right this time. I swear.
An immense amount.
There. All better. Well, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? Agreed. And thank you for your help.
We gained her confidence, and now she will help us in our adventure. So we arrived at Felglow Keep, and just as we arrived, we're already being attacked by all these mages and cultists right there. When we gain entrance to Felglow Keep, we see some things really strange happening here. We see Khajiit bodies, Nord bodies, and even vampires inside the cage. What are these guys doing? What are these guys searching for? Even if I want to know these answers, right now it doesn't matter. We need to find these books. So we went a little bit deeper inside the keep, and I find the Orphan inside the cage as well. He will probably be a puppet for another experiment, and he says that he will help us to recover the books he stole, because they are not in his possession anymore. So we need to enter even deeper inside the keep, and this dungeon is quite tough, you know? It's flooded of these spellcasters that almost one-shot you, but at the end we've managed to do so. So we get to the final chamber, where we find a pretty woman, by the way, that calls herself the Caller, who is really pissed with us.
You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything. An arrangement, after you've destroyed so much. Fine, leave me the elf. You may go with your books.
Of course we accepted it, but at the end we needed to kill her anyway. I don't know if I should have waited a little bit longer, but she aggroed, I killed her. Simple as that. So I took the books and retrieved them to Urag, who is waiting for us. So we give Urag the books. He translates them, I think, and then we give one of them to Tofdir. However, while Tofdir was talking to us about this discovery, which he calls the Eye of Magnus, he's interrupted by a member of the college called Ancano. Then he tells us that there's a monk looking for us and that we should talk to him as quick as possible.
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here.
It is good to meet you in person. I've given us a chance to speak privately. But I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my Order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
So this monk tells us that we need to find this Augur of Dunlane, and we asked Toftir if he knows where we can find him.
Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
So he's underneath the college, and the journey to find him is quite easy actually. So we met him, and actually he has a lot of things to say.
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. No, though you may be the last, the one who calls himself Ancano has sought my knowledge as well, through very different questions. You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff.
Well, we need to find this so-called Staff of Magnus. So we report to Savos, and as we talk to Savos, we see that he's hiding something from us.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the Staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything?
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? The Eye of Magnus? I can appreciate that this thing, this orb, it's very impressive, very unique, and definitely worth studying. But let's not jump to any conclusions or assign it importance beyond what we're certain of. The Augur. Just what have you gotten yourself involved in? Whatever is going on, whatever you're up to, be very careful. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
So we went directly to Mzulft, and we were warmly welcomed.
Find Paratus in Oculary.
So we start to advance inside the dungeon, we fight some dwarven spiders, dwarven spears, very easy enemies, you know. However, holy moly, these fucking insects are so annoying. I really don't know how they were this strong, bro. And the more we explored these Dwemer ruins, the more the enemies changed. At the very start, we fought a lot of Dwemer. Now that we are deep inside it, Falmers are spread out everywhere, and we needed to do something about it. And just as Mirabelle said, after getting even deeper inside the Dwemer ruins, we founded someone called Paratus Decimus, who is a member of the Cyrodiil Council. And this guy, he's pretty annoying, you know? But we had to listen to him, because right now, he's the only one who has the answers that we're looking for. So we helped him solve the puzzle, and he explained some things to us.
I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years. Also, I doubt you'd be able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all of this work was designed to reveal to us sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course. And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be Labyrinthian.
We went back to the college to report to Savos about the discovery we just made, not before killing this annoying Cyrodiil guy. However, when we get at the college, something is already happening. That motherfucker Ancano is trying to do something with the eye, like absorb his power or anything like that, I don't know. When Savos tried to approach him,
Are you all right? Can you walk? I need you on your feet. We're in trouble here. Ancano is doing something with that thing, the eye. We can't stop him. I haven't seen Savos since the explosion. He must have been blown clear, and he may be injured. I need you to find the Archmage, and I need you to do it quickly. Get moving.
I tried to cast some healing spells on Mirabelle to see if she will be alright, but it looks like it didn't work. So I went out of the main building, and the very first thing I saw is Savos' body dead. Like, come on, you're the fucking Archmage, and you get a lightning blast and just die? Come on, you really need to practice some lesser ward spells. But it doesn't end there. Ancano didn't just kill the Archmage, but he started to spread chaos around all Winterhold, and we needed to stop it. So after clearing everything at Winterhold, we went back to report to Mirabelle, and we see that Ancano created a barrier using the power of the Eye of Magnus. And when we reported to Mirabelle about everything we discovered at the Dwemer ruins, she revealed some things to us.
Savos, before he died, he gave me something just a little while ago. He told me it was from Labyrinthian and that I would know what to do with it when the time came. I think he meant this for you then. I'm not sure why, but there was something very personal about it for him. I think you should take this amulet. It belonged to Savos, but I think it would do you the most good now. Take it and get out of here. Bring back that staff before Ancano brings the whole college down around us.
Now we went to our main mission, acquiring the Staff of Magnus. Just to summarize, in less than a week in the College of Winterhold, we've already talked to the Psychic Order, discovered a lot of secrets inside the college itself with the Augur or of something I don't remember pocket. We explored an entire Dwemer ruin by ourselves without any of the major wizards with us, and now we've been tasked with recovering the Staff of Magnus all by our own. Students' protection inside the school is very, very scuffed. Next spot, Labyrinth. And as we arrive, we start to see ghosts from the past, and they are trying to tell us a story. And one of the ghosts is none other than Savos himself. And this very first room in Labyrinthian is insanely hard. And not just because it's flooded with skeletons, but because there's a motherfucking skeleton dragon inside it. Like a motherfucking dragon. We passed through it and we started to hear some ghostly voice, and each time it says something to us, all our mana is instantly drained, which puts us in a very complicated situation. And the more we advance, we discovered that this ghostly voice is trying to talk to Savos. However, before the last room, we saw this very little crack into Savos' character. He could grab all his comrades and go back to the college to report to the Archmage from back then that there were anomalies inside Labyrinthian that they couldn't deal with. However, Savos, looking for power maybe, chose to let him to die in order to achieve this mystical power which he didn't know where it came from.
I I'm sorry, friends. I'm so sorry. I had no choice. It was the only way to make sure that monster never escaped. I promise you, I'll never let this happen again. I'll seal this whole place away.
And as soon as we opened the door next to us, we finally discovered what they were dealing with. So we defeated Mordecai, we got his mask and his armor set alongside with the staff of Magnus, one of the best staffs in the game. But before leaving, we see the ghosts once again, but now it's just Savos. So yeah, he was really hiding something, and not just from us, but from everyone. When we tried to get out of Labyrinthian, a friend of Ancano tried to stop us. The way I killed him was actually pretty boring, so I will take this clip from the internet, which is way better than mine.
You don't stand a chance.
And now it's time for the final battle.
Riverwood Trader is everything you... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasure.
Still here.
You survived. You have it then? She didn't make it. When it was clear we were going to have to fall back, she stayed behind and made sure the rest of us were all right. I'll be right behind you.
I'll be amazed if any of us survive.
So much energy, so much power. In my life have I seen something like this.
Come for me, have you? You think I don't know what you're up to? You think I can't destroy you? The power to unmake the world at my fingertips. And you think you can do anything about it? Ha! I am beyond your pathetic attempts at that. You cannot touch me.
Use it on the eye.
Enough! Still you persist? Very well. Come then. See what I can do now. Hey!
I knew you could do it. I don't know. Ancano is gone, but whatever he's done to the Eye doesn't seem to have stopped. I have no idea what to do.
We knew you would succeed. Your victory here justifies our belief in you. You have proven yourself more than worthy to guide the College of Winterhold. A great many things obscured to you are quite clear to us. We have long believed you would prevail. The Eye has grown unstable. It cannot remain here, or else it may destroy your college and this world. It must be secured. Ancano's actions prove that the world is not ready for such a thing. We shall safeguard it. For now. You now have the opportunity to maintain your college and carry on with your lives. You have our gratitude, Archmage.
You've done it. The college is safe again thanks to your work. I knew you had it. I dare say the Psijics are right. There's no one more deserving to be Archmage, in my opinion.
I still can't believe it. You, the Archmage, never would have guessed it. But at least the college will be moderately more safe.
Are the Archmage's robes as comfortable as Jazargo believes them to be?
Thanks to you, the people of Skyrim will continue to have a place to study magic, even if most of them resent you for it.